We have a very special guest today. Hold on. You desk. We have a very special guest today live with us. He is, I think, muted. Yeah, he's muted at the moment, but before we introduce our special guests for today, there will be one more special guest actually. Let me see if I can add him real quick. Okay, no, I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll just call him once I'm done with my first guest for about 30 minutes, I'd say. 15, 30 minutes. But before we start, be sure to wait, fuck. How did I not know my script? Okay, now being serious this time, be sure to like, subscribe, and if you can just please share it to other people so that way we can just get 800 subs by the end of the year. That would be very hot. So yeah, um don't forget tomorrow there will be um a follow-up video to this stream, so be sure to stay tuned for that. Anyways, let me just unmute my desktop audio. And now we are introducing our special guest today, my friend from Instagram, Remade It. I think I don't know if he caught that. I don't know if you heard it. Yeah, he's muted. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Welcome on to to the stream, Remade It. You know, before we start the topic of this stream, I would like to ask how you are feeling about the current Miami Dolphins team so far, how their offseason is going, and what do you think their record will be this season?
Okay. So I love how the Miami Dolphins have been doing recently. I love the moves they've been doing, especially a very underrated signing in Vic Fangio. Not a lot of people talk about that.
Yeah,
Very
not a
good
lot of
sign.
people. Sorry to cut you off there. Not a lot of people do talk about Big Fangio. That was actually an amazing point there. People don't really acknowledge what he did with Chicago and Denver. He has had top 10 defenses wherever he's at every single year. And I think he'll continue it this year. And I do think that you proved in a very amazing point there with Vic Fangio. I think he will be leading this defense to top 10 this year. So you can finish up.
I also think that especially with the environment Vic Fangio has to work with, he has amazing safeties, amazing cornerbacks. Probably top three corner could be a great cornerback duo, and our outside linebackers are young and they're super good at rushing. You also got Christian Wilkins on the line. I just think he's gonna succeed.
Well, you're
But
very
I
well
still
correct. I think you will be correct this season. Like I said, Vic Fangio was probably the best thing that the Dolphins have done all year. Because if I'm not mistaken, last year they probably had like one of the 10 worst defenses after having one of the best defenses for 2 years. They just fell off a cliff. Josh Boyer was most certainly not the answer. But second question, where will this Miami Dolphins team go this season? What are we looking at for their record?
I'm looking at 12-5.
Whoa, that's actually pretty big right there. What do you think about the postseason? Do you think they're gonna go out the first round? Do you think they're gonna make a run? What do you think they're gonna do?
I think they're gonna look promising in the first round after a very good first round, but I think they're maybe gonna either fall short in the second round or fall up big time in the third round.
That is actually where I had them falling at. I had them actually one win less than you. I had them at 11-6 and falling to Kansas City the second round. I would genuinely not be shocked if this team falls to Kansas City the second round because like it's Kansas City. I don't even know what you can do about that. There's not much you can really do about it. But shifting to the topic of the stream, is Tua Tagovailoa an MVP candidate going into the season? So last season, I think we know that Tua by far had the best season of his career. He was seventh in
Mhm.
passing yards per game, first in yards per attempt. He had the passer rating last year, the number one passer rating, and he did not struggle with turnovers. I think he only had what, like 7, 8 turnovers all
He had
year.
I think he had 8.
Yeah, 8, which is actually great because he minimalized them. And I remember, oh my God, his second season where he was throwing picks, fumbles. It was, oh my God, that was a nightmare. But Tua right now, when he plays, the Dolphins are 8-4. But when the Dolphins do not have Tua, they are 1-5. Now, if Tua plays a full 17 game season, and last season he only played, I think, 13 games. Yeah, 13 games last year. He had 25 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Um, I believe it was 3,500 something yards. It was 3,548, if I'm not mistaken. And that was all in 13 games. So let's say he plays a full 17 game season. Do you think he's an MVP candidate? Explain.
I think definitely because it's either because the only problem is the health, his health and his O line. If the only steps up, I definitely think he could be an MVP candidate. Do I think he will win or be top three? No. Do I think he'll be like top seven? Yes.
Yeah, I
Cause
think. Oh yeah, were you continuing? Because I thought you cut off for a minute.
yeah,
All right,
cause
continue.
like he's a very accurate passer, and now he's getting more confidence with Mike McDaniel giving him more confidence, with the fans giving him more confidence. He's now in like a more of a place because like 2 years ago he was like not knowing if he was good or not because all the fans were like screaming at him. Not even his own coach wanted him. His coach was screaming at him. But now since like he has the support he needs, I think he'll definitely succeed with his accuracy too, and one of the best receiver cores.
That's I gotta admit, after I talked with many Miami Dolphins fans live on stream, and I think you are probably the most unique by far because I don't know if you just saw the live chat. I don't know if you saw it. Fields MVP made actually a compliment. He said that you know your stuff, and I have to agree. So yeah, if he plays a full 17 game season, I think he's a candidate. I don't think he'll win MVP, unfortunately. But considering
Yeah,
what
he's
he
competing
has,
with like, oh sorry, he's
no, no,
competing with
no,
like
it's okay.
Mahomes.
Yeah, you can continue what you were saying. My bad.
Yeah, he's competing with Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, even Jake Jettas, who could surprise everyone as a wide receiver.
Oh my God, if Justin Jefferson wins MVP, I, I will, I will be absolutely speechless because
And
he could get 2,000 yards, but even then, like, I would just be
they'll probably
absolutely
not give him
shocked.
MVP because Mahomes is probably just gonna throw like 50 touchdowns with like 5,000 yards.
Yeah, I don't know what you can do about that because Mahomes, he's making a case. He's trying to make a case right now to become a GOAT, and he could legitimately become the GOAT. Like, I'm not even
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
definitely think he could do because he has the strength, like the arm strength. Tom Brady did not have the arm strength. He had way further arm strength than anyone else. His arm strength talent is like amazing, and I think that would definitely carry him. But he needs wide receivers right now.
Yes, oh my goodness, yes.
They should have gone D Hop.
I don't know what D Hop was smoking on. D Hop was definitely smoking on something.
Like they have a three-way quarterback battle, and we don't even know if Will Levis is gonna be good or not.
Exactly.
You
But
could you could go to a guaranteed top two quarterback, easily top one. You could go to the best quarterback in the league, or not even know who's gonna be quarterback for you.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. D Hop has his own set of problems, but once his team goes like 6-11, he'll realize his biggest mistake. But like we were just talking about with Tua, he was an entirely different player from 2021. He had 16 touchdowns, 10 interceptions in 13 games, but like we said, that 2022 vision was way different. And honestly, I think if Tua had an offensive minded head coach from the beginning, I think he easily would have been probably probably in the 90s in Madden right now. Or
Mm-hmm.
hell, he probably would never have been in the situation he was a couple of years ago cuz
I had
honestly,
him going 86 overall in Madden. I had him going 86 overall.
Oh my
Mi-
goodness.
Minimum like at least like how is he like an 8? He should be a little higher for being electrical court. But I can understand coming from Imagine from EA a little.
Yeah, I can kind of see what they were coming from with that, but
I've
you
seen
know,
someone say he should have been like a 91.
oh yeah, for sure. But Um, I think Tua, another reason why he could win MVP this year is the thing is that he's the perfect quarterback in McDaniel's season. I mean,
Mhm.
it's really remarkable the relationship they've built together. And just in a couple months of time, actually, no, a year and a couple months in time, the growth is just insane. And especially in how he's playing the position, he's learning the whole new system, and he's playing out of his mind. And I don't know if we've people have seen, but the guy is jacked. He is jacked now. Like he is bulked up. Oh my
Yeah, everyone thought
god.
he was fat.
He was so skinny actually when he first started, I remember.
Hmm.
But he also has arguably the best wide receiver duo in the league to throw to.
Hmm.
Tyreek Hill. And by the way, Tyreek Hill could also be an MVP candidate this season. He
Definitely.
said, I if you haven't seen the podcast, he said it. He said this season he's gonna get 2,000 receiving yards. We'll see
If
what
he gets 2,000 receiving yards,
MVP
I think he has to win offensive player of the year.
at least, or if not, he has to win MVP because I remember when Adrian Peterson went for like 2,000 rushing yards, which he barely had 2,000 rushing yards. He
But
won
the only
MVP.
problem with that is even if he gets 2,000 yards, that means Tua would probably win MVP for throwing him all those passes.
That's yeah, you're right actually. He probably would get the MVP over Tyreek because he would he's the one throwing them all to him. So I mean, I do think other positions do deserve to be talked about in the MVP
Yeah,
conversations,
especially
but
defensive.
the quarterback is like the most hardest position you can play, arguably. So I can see why they give them a lot of love with those MVPs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, I hope. So now, next question. Actually, we got off our main point of the stream. Where does Tua rank among the other quarterbacks in the AFC East? And I think we could, before you start, I think it's safe to say Mac Jones is last place.
Yeah. Um, this is really tough because obviously Josh Allen is number one. He's already defined himself. Aaron Rodgers is where it gets tricky. Do I think Aaron Rodgers is the same as his MVP seasons, like his last two MVP seasons? I
See?
don't think he's gonna fall off a little
Hello?
bit. I feel
Ok, dá
like Tua's gonna
conversemos
be a
ahora,
third right
espérate.
now, but I feel like Tua could definitely take that
Vete
number
para
two
allá.
spot depending how he does this season.
Yeah, um, I think Tua is probably the second best quarterback in the division. Like Aaron Rodgers last season was no more than
Mhm.
awful at the most. Like he was
Yeah.
awful. The Packers underperformed. It was all
Mhm.
bad.
But I see where you're coming from, but I feel like the
¿Qué?
Packers didn't have he
¿Qué?
didn't
¿Qué
have a
tú
lot of hope
quieres?
on the Packers. Like Christian Watson was dropping
Afuera,
like
tú
every
llama.
single pass. So like I feel like with Garrett Wilson, who's like really good at up and coming, I was kind of scared of him when we were going against him the second time. He was like he's gonna be very. I think he's gonna perform better with that team, and he's gonna have good defensive support. That you're probably not gonna let up a lot of points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think it's tough though, because Aaron Rodgers is like one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, but like even then, it's about today's game. Like it's not about where he ranks all time among them. We're talking about obviously today. So in today, I do think Tua is better than Aaron Rodgers. Call me crazy,
Mhm.
but I think the Jets are gonna be a playoff team, but I think they'll go in the first round. But Tua right now, the way he's been playing the last year and with the supporting cast he has, man, I think Tua could. Honestly, I would not be shocked if he leads the Dolphins to an AFC East title. And also,
Mhm.
to the fans that are watching, I apologize for the background noise. I actually have a lot of people in the hallway right now, and it's a whole lot of chaos.
Okay, just like one thing I really don't like is the Jets fans. I feel like the Jets fans are overrating their team so much. They already think they're gonna win the AFC East with Aaron Rodgers. They think they're going like 14-3. I feel like a lot of people are overrating them.
Yeah, I do think the Jets are very similar to the Broncos. Very similar
Yeah.
actually. Because I remember when the Broncos got not Aaron Rodgers, when they got Russell Wilson, they were projected to go like 13-4. People were saying 16-1. People
Hmm.
were saying they're a Super Bowl team, and I'm like, no.
And
And then we saw
and they
what
also
happened.
and they also said the Chiefs were gonna be last.
That's right now what people think with the Jets, but honestly, I think this Aaron Rodgers thing is just part two of what happened to Russell Wilson. He's probably gonna be the Russell Wilson this year.
Yeah. There's always like history always repeats itself. There's always gonna be the same person. I have a
Yeah.
question for you actually.
Okay.
Who do you think will be the breakout quarterback this year? Like last year was Trevor Lawrence. The year before that was Burrow. Who do you think is gonna be this year?
Ooh, man. I think I'm gonna go with one of the NFC North quarterbacks. And that would end up being Desmond Ritter because
Ooh,
Desmond Ritter actually has a good team. Like
I like that.
his
Drake
defense is
London,
actually pretty good. Not gonna lie, his team's defense is way better than last year. Their offense is loaded. I mean, Drake London, man, that guy is gonna become a star. He's probably one of the big. He's a really good deep threat. He's probably
and you
one of
can't
the
forget
top.
Bijan Robinson.
Oh, Bijan Robinson, man, I have him winning the offensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
But their run game is amazing. Their pass game is pretty good. He can throw the ball downfield. I think he leads the Falcons to a 9-8 record, and he leads them to the playoffs.
Okay, I was actually thinking about. I was between Kenny Pickett because Kenny Pickett was doing good at the end of the year. He was like actually showing glimpse of what he could do. So like I think he could be a dark horse for it. But I feel like that what you said, Desmond Ridley, is probably the correct option.
Kenny Pickett is also a pretty big name too. Kenny Pickett,
Mhm.
I think the second half, his team, his team went 7-2 the second half. He was great the second half actually. He even led this team to a lot of game-winning drives. Now he doesn't really have the best deep ball. I'm not gonna lie. His deep ball is another problem that he has, and he turns the ball over a lot. He doesn't throw a lot of touchdowns either. And
Sounds like Tua. Sounds like Tua a few years ago.
yeah, it does, which I think he's very similar to Tua right now. His story's actually similar to him.
Hmm.
But I think Pickett's also another breakout candidate. I think
Oh
he'll
wait,
do well.
Rice just got triple.
Oh, Luis Ariz. But I think he'll do fine this year, but honestly, Desmond Ritter, man, he showed a lot of potential last year in those 4 games. I think this year he's
Hmm.
gonna break out big time.
Hmm.
And yeah, any more questions before we pretty much put it to a close here?
Okay, I got a question.
Okay.
What are your awards finalists?
Oh, so I easily have Joe Burrow winning the MVP. Dude, the
Okay.
guy's insane. He is
Hmm.
clearly second to I think I think he's better than Josh Allen. I genuinely think he should have been on the Madden cover over Josh Allen because Josh Allen
Yeah,
was a mess last year.
3 turnovers for Damar Hamlin.
Yeah, I have my my offensive player of the year. I have it being Justin Jefferson again. Like the guy is insane. The league loves him. I mean, they're gonna pick
Hmm.
him any day. So defensive player of the year, I'm gonna say Nick Bosa again.
Yeah, he's just unstoppable, really.
Yes, he's something else. Offensive rookie of the year, I think we all know what I said. I picked
Yeah,
Bijan Robinson. Defensive player of the year, I think Will Anderson. Will Anderson is mad underrated. That guy is
yeah,
I love that guy. Comeback player of the year, I have it being Tua, actually.
yeah, definitely.
And coach of the year, there's no question about it, Dan Campbell.
Okay, mine MVP. It's gotta be Burrow. The easily the best trio for wide receivers.
The
Great
best.
weapon, Joe Mixon. He even has a good backup running back.
Yeah, it's
His
pretty
team is
much.
loaded. Yeah, so definitely MVP. Offensive player of the year. This could go many ways. This could go Tyreek. This could go Jay Jettas. But I think Tyreek Hill takes it. I actually think Tyreek Hill takes it.
Oh, that's a very good pick.
Because, like, I feel like Tua's going to perform. Like, he's going to, like, deny all the heroes. He's going to carry the Dolphins, but I feel like we're going to get upset a few times. But I do feel like he's going to. Tyreek Hill is definitely his main target. Tyreek Hill is definitely going to help him a lot. And I feel like Tyreek Hill will not break the record. He's not going to get 2,000 yards. But I feel like he's going to get close, like that Cooper Cup season. Defensive player of the year, a lot of great players. But, like, it really just comes down to Nick Bosa again. Because Nick Bosa is so hard to stop him.
Yeah, I agree with your picks. I think you have I think you have really good picks there. So
Offensive rookie of the year, definitely not wide receiver. This wide receiver class is not that good. Jackson Smith and Jigba could, like, do it, but I don't think he's going to do it. I think that I agree with you, Bijan Robinson, because, like, that guy's a monster. Like, he's already going early in fantasy round.
dude, like he was the sixth overall pick in fantasy rounds. Like he's generational. He's supposed to be a generational running back. So I
Yeah,
would
but,
not
like,
be
the
shocked
new,
to
like,
see him.
downfall, the new downfall of this, the running back, the running back.
Yeah, man. I feel bad for Saquon right now and Josh Jacobs, Dalvin Cook. Those
Yeah,
running
especially
backs, man, they deserve better.
yeah, but, like, it's so hard because they're gonna get hurt. Have you seen Le'Veon Bell asking kids to not play running back?
Yeah.
God, defensive rookie of the year. Many great options. Hmm. Will Anderson, I think, could do it. It could be many players actually. I'm gonna need a little time to think. Hmm. Okay, I'm gonna name three players. I can't pick just one. Will Anderson. Actually, no. I'll say Will Anderson. But, like, I could definitely see maybe someone else step up. Cause, like, what's the guy's name? Evan Neal or something? I forgot the name.
Oh,
The guy for the Jaguars
oh shit. Damn it, I forgot his name. The guy that got picked this year or last year?
last year.
Trevon Walker?
Oh yeah. Like, he didn't really show that much for first round. For when was the last time we saw someone talk about him?
Yeah,
I haven't I haven't heard about him since he got drafted. Basically,
yeah, he was very quiet.
Will Anderson could be like him, but, like, definitely think Will Anderson takes it. I think Will Anderson is not gonna have the expectations, but I think he's gonna have just enough to become the defensive rookie of the year. And comeback player of the year, yeah, it's true. If because I already said he's gonna have a really good season, he's gonna shock a lot of people, so it has to be Tua. A lot of similar picks like you, but, like, yeah, your
Yeah.
takes a lot.
But yeah, right now we were supposed to have actually a second guest with both of us, but unfortunately he did not show up sadly, which I'll just schedule something else with that guy another day on a private basis, which so it'll just be us for the stream, but any more questions before, you know, we sign off?
No, I'm good.
All right, well, thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Remade It, for coming on. It's greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
Would definitely like to have you on again in the future. Do you have any like social media or anything that you want me to like advertise or like tell you to people to go follow?
No.
All right. So, anyways, appreciate you for coming on, and hopefully I will have you on again sometime this season. So yeah, that'll be it for the stream, y'all. Thank you guys for showing up, and we will see you guys. I will see you guys. Um, Not sure when I'll do another Miami Dolphins video again, actually. Probably sometime next week, because tomorrow is just gonna be a short that I'm gonna post. I'm just gonna post a pretty simple short, so
Uh,
look out for that. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next
Play the
video.
fucking game.
Peace out.
Bye.
There we go.